So what we're going to talk about this morning and begin really focusing on in practices as we're leading up to Omaha, clock is ticking on that one. It's like, that's just a week away. And then, what is it, 2 weeks after that? 3 weeks after that is when we have Crossroads. Fast, huh? And so it's a time of year when we want to figure out how to do this. How do we stay focused, competitive, and poised when it counts most? Anybody curious about how to do that? No? Yes? Okay, good. So what do you know about that right now? So right now, when a match is on the line, when it's at 21-20, or maybe it's 21-17, 17-21, and we're in the match and we've got a chance to close it out, what is it you do right now to maintain your poise, your competitive drive, and your focus so that we can close that set out, close that match out? And this is where you speak loudly so that we can pick it up. Or maybe we don't. Is this what happens? When the match gets tight, we get quiet? Oh, okay. And does that help us? Okay. So maybe this is a really good topic, huh? It's to be like really something to be learning how to do over these next couple of weeks. Okay, good. So what we're going to do right now is a bit of a preview of what we're going to be doing on the court. So what we know is that it's like this is the goal: staying focused, staying competitive, staying poised when it counts most. Okay? So there are two things that we have been putting in place that we're going to put more emphasis on that help you do this when it really counts. Right now, what's one of the things that your coaches are demanding that you do when a point ends? When you're competing, when a point ends? Talk. What else?
Cheer if we get the point.
Say that again?
Cheer if we get the point.
Cheer if we get the point. Mm-hmm. This one is maybe so basic that you're not even thinking about it. What do you do when a point ends?
Huddle.
We come together and we huddle. Yeah. So there's a purpose for that. That's a period of time when you're playing volleyball competitively, when you're in a match. Generally, points last 6 to 15 seconds. Not a whole lot of time. And the time between points before the next point starts is usually 15 seconds or maybe just a little bit less. And in that 15 seconds, you have an opportunity to let go of whatever it is that happened in the last point. So if we won the point, we want to cheer, but we don't want to get so excited that we lose our poise. And if we lost the point, we don't want to get so discouraged that we lose our poise, our competitive drive, or our focus, right? So we use that time to recover it. So when you're coming into the huddle, if I come into the huddle, it's like, oh crap, I screwed up again. And that's my voice tone and this is my posture. Do I look like I'm going to do well in the next point? Okay. Do you ever notice that happens to you? Okay. Good. It's a great start to be aware of it. Just to notice that, oh, here's what I'm doing. And that's making it difficult for me to be ready to be the player I can be, the player I'm capable of being when the next point starts. So what do we do instead?
Words.
Say positive words. Yeah. What kind of posture do you want to have? There we go. So as you just did that, what did you notice? So I want everybody to be like this. Do you feel like you can be poised and competitive and focused from here? So the posture that you carry yourself with makes a big difference. It's hard to be focused and energized and ready to play the next point from here. And notice it's in my facial expression, it's in my posture, it's in my voice tone. Okay? And it's under your control. Is that an odd thought? That you can control your posture, you can control the voice tone that you use, you can control the kinds of words you're saying, and in doing so, you can control your ability to be poised and competitive and focused. Okay? So that's one of the things we're going to be focusing on today. When we're competing, we're going to be coming into the huddle. We're going to be paying attention to how we do that. And we're also going to be paying attention to how we leave the huddle. Because it's like, well, I watch this happen regularly. Maybe on this particular day, you're one of the 3 primary passers. And you're having a difficult day, and the coach of the other team knows it. And so they're picking on you. Yeah? Smart strategy by the other team, right? And so you can maybe come into the huddle saying, okay, let's go, let's get him. And as you go back out into your passing lane, you're saying, oh crap, they're going to serve me again. Right? So we can control that part of it too. We can go back instead. It's like no matter what happened on the last point, I can go back and say, this time, I'm going to handle the pass. Even if I've just shanked 3 passes in a row. Because it's like, that's done. And now, if I'm focused on handling this pass, I'm more likely to. If my focus is, oh no, here it comes again, I'm likely to screw up. Okay? So we're going to be paying attention to our posture, and we're paying attention to the kind of the voice quality that we're using, and the kinds of words that we're saying as we're coming into the huddle and going back out. And these are both the words we're saying to our teammates, and also the words that are running in our own head. Does all make sense? Okay. All something you think you're capable of doing? It'll take some practice to really get good at it. That's okay. All right. So now there's a second thing we're going to be focusing on today that we've spent time on that keeps us focused during the point. What might that be? What's something that your coaches sometimes ask you to do, like when you're passing a ball? Something vocal. Calling the ball. And there are 2 ways, so there are 2 things we'll be doing here. How do you want to track the ball when it's coming to you? Do you track it all the way into your platform and off? Right? Okay. Now, if I've just tracked the ball in, called it, pass, and the ball starts up, how do I track this next ball? Do I keep following the ball through its arc? No. What do I do instead?
Watch the players.
Yeah, so where do I want to look? When a ball is in an arc, it's like we can predict the rest of the arc, right? So the other thing we're going to be practicing today, when it's somebody else's ball, when the ball's going someplace else, is I start to track the arc of the ball, and then my eyes move ahead of what the ball is doing to where the next contact is going to take place, so that I can see that contact and off, and as I'm seeing it, what else do I do? Call. So if I see a pass taking place over there, pass, because now I'm reading that change of direction of the ball, and I'm doing that because I'm preparing just in case that contact is heading my way. So I'm looking to make a move on the next ball. And when we do that, we stay so focused that there's no room in our brain to be thinking, oh no, what if it comes to me? Please don't, please don't have this ball come to me. Please make it go to somebody else. Instead, it's like, here's the ball, and if it's coming my way, I make a play on it. The second thing that happens when we're tracking the ball that well is that we make really good moves to the ball that are timed correctly. Have you ever thought about what happens if you have the best passing technique the world has ever seen, but you get there at the wrong time? Does the passing technique help if you get there at the wrong time? Right. Does the passing technique help if you go to the wrong place? Right. Even if that place, even if I'm here, but I really should be here. It makes a huge difference, right? If I'm here, but I should be there, guess what happens as I'm trying to pass the ball? Now I'm going to be thrown way off balance. So really being good at tracking what the ball is doing, tracking it all the way to me when it's mine, and getting my eyes ahead of the ball to where the next contact will be when it's somebody else's ball, whether it's on my side of the net or the other side of the net, allows me to make the right moves at the right time, and so I make full use of the skill, all the skill that I've been building. Okay? Clear? Should we go try it? Any questions? Let's go.
And now let's take a look at Amber as they practice their ball tracking skills. Remember, good ball tracking skills result in improved concentration, mental alertness, and accurate and well-timed movement to the ball. Therefore, better controlled passing, setting, hitting, digging, etc. There are a number of important points to be looking for and listening for in these ball tracking drills. If it's my ball, track the ball into and through my contact. For balls going to someone else, as the ball flight tells you where the ball is headed, look ahead to where the next contact will take place. Listen for the players to be calling out every contact as they see it and at the time of the contact, not before and not after. Remember to change the drill frequently so that the drill stays fresh and so that players stay alert and mindful. Remember to remind and challenge the players to view each contact of the ball with fresh eyes, being curious about where it will go and ready to make a play on it. Notice the differences between players' postures. Postures that show they're engaged, focused, and ready to make a play, versus postures that suggest a player has temporarily become a spectator just watching the action. Calling every contact of the ball and looking ahead to the next contact gives your players quick and accurate information about the ball that lets them anticipate what's coming. Calling every contact of the ball and looking ahead creates improved concentration, better pursuit of the ball, and better ball control.